What if I told you that you already have all the signs that you're about to go through a profound spiritual transformation? You might not have even noticed, but something inside you already knows. Today, we're going to explore 7 powerful signs that indicate your soul is ready to awaken. And believe me, the last sign might be exactly what you need to hear right now. Stick with me until the end and discover how these signs are manifesting in your life, often in subtle but meaningful ways. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. This way, you won't miss any content about spiritual transformation and consciousness awakening. We're in this journey together. Spiritual awakening isn't a one-time event or an endpoint. It's an ongoing journey of reconnecting with who you truly are, beyond the masks and roles we've learned to play in our daily lives. Have you ever felt that you're on the right path, but without knowing exactly where it leads? As if something inside you is changing, but it's still hard to put into words. This feeling is part of the process. It's not about changing who you are, but remembering what has always been within you. And the further you go, the more you realize there's no turning back. Now let's dive into the 7 signs that show you're ready for this spiritual transformation. If you feel that what once brought satisfaction now seems empty and meaningless, it's a clear sign that you're ready for a spiritual transformation. Perhaps you've noticed that material achievements, social routines, and even relationships no longer fulfill your heart as they used to. You find yourself thinking, is there something more beyond this? What's the true purpose of my life? This restlessness is your soul's call to find a deeper meaning, a truth that goes beyond external expectations and daily distractions. This desire might emerge as a sudden urge to explore topics like spirituality, philosophy, or life purpose. Or maybe you start questioning old beliefs and patterns you've followed for a long time without asking why. It's not a void to fear, but an opportunity to connect with something that resonates with your true essence. When you open yourself to this search, the transformation begins. Because awakening isn't about possessing more, but about being able to be more authentic and live with purpose. If lately you've been feeling emotions more intensely, whether your own or those of people around you, it's a clear sign that your soul is opening up to a new perception. You might find yourself getting emotional over simple things, like a heartfelt conversation, a piece of music, or even a sunset. Similarly, you might feel the world's pain more deeply, as if something inside you connects to the joy and suffering of those around you. This emotional sensitivity isn't weakness, it's the expansion of your consciousness, an essential step in the spiritual journey. As you awaken, your soul begins to understand that all experiences, good or challenging, have a greater purpose. Empathy becomes more present, and you feel more connected to the pain and beauty of life, perceiving everything with greater clarity. This new level of sensitivity can also challenge you. Moments that once left you indifferent now affect you deeply. But this is part of the process. Your soul is learning to be more present, allowing you to feel, heal, and grow. The intensity might seem overwhelming at times, but remember, it's through these emotions that you get closer to your essence and learn to listen to what your soul truly needs. Have you started noticing strange patterns happening around you? Like seeing repeating numbers, such as 1111 or 2222, bumping into people at just the right moment, or receiving exactly the message you needed to hear through a random conversation. These aren't mere coincidences. They're synchronicities, the way the universe communicates with you. These moments serve as little signs of alignment. When you're on the right path or need to pay attention to something, the universe finds subtle ways to let you know. It's as if it's saying, you're where you need to be, stay alert. Many call this coincidence, but in spiritual awakening, you understand that there's no such thing as chance. Each synchronicity carries a specific message. It might be a nudge to move forward, a confirmation that you're on the right track, or a warning to change direction. The more you awaken, the more these synchronicities occur. It's as if time and space start to dance around you, guiding you. You don't need to understand all the messages immediately, but it's important to realize that nothing is random. Pay attention. The universe always speaks to those who are ready to listen. One of the clearest signs of spiritual transformation is feeling a growing need to detach from the past. People, places, habits, or beliefs that once seemed essential start to lose their importance. It's as if something inside you is saying, it's time to let this go. You might notice that certain relationships have become draining, or that old patterns no longer make sense. This can be uncomfortable because the ego tends to cling to what's familiar. But as you awaken, your soul understands that to grow, you need to make room for the new. This detachment might come with a sense of lightness, as if you're finally freeing yourself from baggage you've carried for a long time. Or it might be painful, especially when it involves people who have been important in your journey. But know that letting go of what no longer serves you isn't a loss, it's liberation. It's understanding that some things fulfill their cycle, and it's okay to let them go. The new can't flourish while you insist on holding on to the old. And the more you progress, the more you realize that detachment isn't about running away from the past, but about honoring it and moving forward, knowing that everything you need is already within you. There comes a moment in the spiritual journey when you feel the need to step away from external noise and dive into yourself. This doesn't mean loneliness, but solitude, a conscious choice to seek silence and find peace in your own company. Activities that once distracted you lose their appeal, and you start to value moments of introspection. It might be a walk in nature, a few minutes of meditation, or simply sitting in silence, observing your thoughts. It's in these moments that your soul finds space to speak, and you begin to hear the true voice of your inner being. You might feel the need to temporarily distance yourself from certain people, even those closest to you. This isn't selfishness. It's a call to reconnect with your essence without the interference of others' expectations. In silence, you start to see more clearly what's truly important. It's as if, by stepping away from the chaos of the world, you finally get closer to who you are. Solitude is the gateway to self-knowledge. And the more you allow yourself to be with yourself, the more prepared you are to live in harmony with the world around you. During spiritual transformation, you might notice that certain relationships start to drift apart or simply stop making sense. This can happen naturally, as if the people you used to connect with are following different paths. There's nothing wrong with this. Your vibration is changing, and not everyone around you will be on the same frequency. Sometimes old friendships dissolve without arguments, simply because they no longer resonate as they once did, and this can be painful. Losing connections can bring doubts and insecurities. On the other hand, new people might start appearing in your life, as if they're being drawn to this new version of you. These are deeper and more authentic connections, based on mutual growth and understanding. You realize that spiritual transformation isn't a path you walk alone, but alongside souls who are on the same journey. This process also teaches you to let go of expectations about how relationships should be. You begin to understand that each person plays a role in your life, but not everyone will be with you forever, and that's okay. The shift in relationships is a sign that you're evolving, and true transformation comes from accepting that some cycles need to close for new connections to flourish. As you progress in your spiritual transformation, a deep desire to make a difference in people's lives and contribute to something greater emerges. This willingness to help doesn't come from an external obligation, but from within, as if your soul knows that serving is part of your purpose. You feel genuine joy in small actions, listening to someone attentively, extending a hand to those in need, or simply spreading words of encouragement. Your perspective shifts, and you realize that the well-being of others is, in some way, also your own. This impulse to serve can manifest in different forms: volunteering, social projects, or even a simple change in how you relate to the world. No matter the size of the action, you know that every gesture counts. The most beautiful part of this process is that by helping, you feel more complete. It's as if you're fulfilling your soul's mission to be in service of love and light. This urgency to contribute is a clear sign that you're aligned with the essence of awakening, because true transformation isn't just about you, but about elevating the collective. Now that we've explored these 7 signs together, can you see how each of them is connected? The desire for deeper meaning shows that your soul wants to align with a true purpose. Emotional sensitivity helps you be more present and aware of everything around you. The synchronicities? They're the universe confirming you're on the right path. Letting go of the past is liberating. You need to release to make room for the new. The search for solitude and silence reveals how essential it is to listen to your own essence. And the changes in relationships show that you're evolving towards new connections, more aligned with who you're becoming. Finally, the desire to help and serve demonstrates that your soul is no longer focused solely on itself, but wants to contribute to the greater good. If you identified with these signs, congratulations. This is a clear call to transform your life and align with your spiritual purpose. And the journey doesn't stop here. Each day is a new opportunity for growth and connection with your essence. Spiritual transformation isn't a finish line. It's a constant journey made of ups and downs, advances and pauses. And the most important thing is to trust the path. Even when it seems uncertain, your soul already knows where to go. All you need to do is keep following step by step, without rush and without comparisons. Every challenge is a disguised opportunity. Every moment of silence is a chance to hear the wisdom that dwells within you. Remember, awakening isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic. It's about allowing yourself to feel, make mistakes, start over, and keep learning. If you've made it this far, it's because you've already begun the transformation. Now it's time to open your heart and trust the journey, because what you're looking for has, in truth, always been within you. Now I want to know, which of these signs have you already noticed in your life? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might inspire others who are going through this journey too. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming content about spiritual transformation and consciousness awakening. There's a lot of good stuff coming, and I want to be with you every step of this journey. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. Each time you choose to deepen your self-knowledge and make space for your true essence, the world transforms a little more too. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore how to strengthen your intuition and live with more purpose. Don't forget, you're never alone. Your soul always knows the way. Grateful for you being here. See you soon.